$5. That's unheard of, right? Well, today I said it's worth going ahead and previewing this and seeing the sale price, because if I told you it was under $200, still absolutely dynamite, right? What about under $150? Unheard of. Here's what's unheard of. We are gonna reveal right this second that this is 60% off our HSN price. It's under $100. First time we've ever done that. Only when quantities last. Oh, and on top of that, free shipping and handling. Free shipping and handling, which we don't usually have. So think about this. Again, you may have seen this in the past and thought, oh, what I would do to own. I mean, where I've never even seen a ruby tennis necklace before. Ruby, the July babies, July is right around the corner. We say it's coming up this Friday. This is, if you ever wanted to treat yourself to something in your birthstone, let it be this. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a necklace that I'm wearing. Every ruby is perfectly faceted. I'm gonna go right out to Jay because I gotta see his expression. I nearly, Jay, listen, I know our values have been just absolutely crazy in the last, few shows, but really, this, yeah, I'm pretty speechless, and that, takes a lot for me, Jay. I can't even imagine what you're thinking right now.
I'm thinking, I hope people don't expect this. Because you're just dreaming. I mean, well, you wouldn't be able to see me because we wouldn't be in business. Yeah, I mean, this is unheard of. I mean, even our original price, the only reason we could use this ruby too. Okay, I've only had a handful of rubies. I've had 4 different ruby materials in 46 years of doing this, 28 years of mine finds. We've only presented 4 different ruby necklaces, or not just necklaces, but ruby materials, okay, because we've done ensembles. This is a material that I got in India. It was a one and done as far as the buy. You can't even buy this material. We bought the lot. It was all real high grade material. We did a cash deal. We took it all. And it was the only reason that that's how we work. I mean, and I bought it directly from the mine. They gave me, on the buy is the reason that we're able to even do the original price we're able to do is because we buy the rough direct from the mines and in the rough, and we negotiate the deal there. We buy huge quantities. So we're able to do that, and that's why we got the price that we negotiated in the first place to do the rough, to even be able to offer this at the crazy price it was to start with. We do that because that's what Mine Finds is all about. I mean, we're giving you top quality, biggest bang for the buck. I mean, that's kind of what our reputation is. This is, of all the rubies, of the 4 different rubies, and I'm not knocking any of the others, like the Mauritius ruby is extremely high quality. This Indian ruby, of all 4 of the rubies, I'm just telling everyone this is the highest grade of ruby of the 4, okay, as far as color, saturation. This is all natural. It hasn't been enhanced. We've done nothing to this. Most rubies that you see, and I guarantee you don't go to any jewelry store and see rubies at this price or this value or something like this. But what makes it so special, it's not enhanced. The majority of the rubies that you see, and I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, okay? Enhancement processes a lot of times are very expensive depending on how they're done. A lot of that, the enhancement process in some cases can cost as much as the rough costs that they bought the rough material for. But most of the rubies that you see are enhanced. They're not natural. This is a natural ruby material. I'll tell you a funny story about this. My beautiful blonde English bride, Sheila, I gave her, when I first got my first ruby rough material, I took the top high grade material. I cut this massive Wilma Flintstone necklace design for her, and I gave it to her. And and she at first she kind of wore it, but she really didn't. And I said, well, Sheila, you don't like that. And she goes, well, it just looks different on the ruby. I said, that's because it's not treated, honey. It's not an enhanced. It's natural. And until she went more into one of our favorite jewelers, and he went crazy over it. Just absolutely crazy. And he told her, he says, you realize what you have there, right? And she said, no, Jay just made this for me. This is natural ruby. And he was just,
Floored.
just dumbfounded.
Yeah, I
Said
bet.
it's crazy. But if you look at this and here again, the color saturation of this ruby, and just so everybody knows, with ruby is in the same family as sapphire. The difference, the only difference, which sapphire, emerald, and ruby are three of the precious materials. So this is a natural ruby, and it's GIA certified.
Which, again, that in itself, I mean, anything you're getting with us here at HSN, but I'm gonna go back to what you just said, Jay. I know the popularity of this when we were able to do a tennis necklace in genuine rubies, okay? Right here at $255. So I am not surprised. We are as busy as we are right now. There's definitely a very good chance that every last one of these will sell out. There's nothing else in our inventory, hands down, like a ruby tennis necklace that we're showing right this second, let alone at this sale price. So with that, and we talk about this, Jay, there's opportunity buys every once in a while. Our Sunday rock shows, sometimes we get these like blowout specials that are just unheard of. And Jay will be like, hey, that's it. When it's gone, it's gone. This is the same thing. This is that same, you're at the right place at the right time situation, that if you can do it and something maybe you always dreamed of, and to Jay's point, this is precious stone. It's right there. It's your ruby, your sapphire, and your emerald. Thing is, you don't find natural ruby, like Jay was just explaining, very often, let alone in a full tennis necklace. So it's 18 inches. Then you're gonna have your 2 3/4 inch extender. And then with FlexPay, I love this, shop with any major credit card, it's $33. And you see the way that just sparkles, almost looks like it could be like a diamond or something, like a pink diamond from the reflection of the facets. But yeah, you get this. The other thing is free shipping and handling. Because this is over $75 and it's part of our clearance event, you get instantly free shipping and handling. So no questions asked, get it home. If it's not everything you thought it would be, you ship it right back. But yeah, $150. This is a 60% off savings off of our HSN price. So we do have a clock up on the screen. I know we're probably gonna be counting, backwards at this point, but July, how ironic, Jay, I can't believe, yeah, there's fewer than 400 right now, that July is this Friday. So as a gift or to treat yourself, if not for any other reason, can we guesstimate how much you would approximately think? I know I put you on the spot when I do this, but what the carat weight would be on here?
Okay, well, you always put me on the spot.
I didn't mean to.
Okay, I'll tell you. I'll give you my best guess. Okay, and here again, the only way to really tell, if you get this home and you have a really good gram scale, weigh the necklace and multiply that So if it's, let's say if it's 50 grams, or if it's 10 grams, if it was 10 grams, which it's not, it's gonna be a lot more than that. 10 grams, that'd be 50 carats. I would say you're looking at probably around 180 carats, maybe.
Wow, that's what I was estimating.
Now, here's the thing with ruby too. And that's why, like, when you're looking at carats on sizes, like when you, like I saw before, you were Colleen's ruby, and you were saying, I think that's about 2 carats. And, I would say that, yeah, that's about right, probably for that size and everything. The thing with rubies that is so deceptive, the same thing with sapphires, is that the materials are so dense. Yeah. They're so dense that a lot of times you think, that, oh my, that's probably going to be 50 carats, and then you weigh it and it's 3 times that. Mm-hmm. And it's just because the density of the material. The harder the material, the closer the molecules are compacted together in the material, that makes it harder. And that's really cool, because when you go to facet or to polish it, the harder it is, the better it polishes. And if it's not really hard, you can't facet it at all. When you see things that are faceted, if they're not really hard, you won't be able to do that process.
That's why I always said my favorite stone to see facets, it's always been sapphires, whatever the color is, you know, it's just sapphires and rubies in this corundum family, you know, because it explodes. It really does, because exactly that reason. They can go deeper in the facets, it's a harder stone. We're counting backwards with everyone now in the ordering process. Oh, I don't know, maybe 200 available in this final minute. So I'm so happy. I knew this was gonna be a hit as soon as I saw it, 60% off. Not only that, it just is a beautiful opportunity to add to if you are a J. King collector. And this is, let me ask you this, Jay, just to kind of simplify it, because this is not the norm. This is not what we do. It's when Jay makes these amazing, rare, unique mine finds, in this case here. How many more ruby necklaces are we going to be seeing this year?
Well, yeah, right now, to be honest with you, if you think about this, I have 0 rough.
Right.
So right now, you got 0 designs coming up in ruby, okay? You know, it's even with rubies, don't think that I just make a phone call and walk across the street and pick up more ruby. And it's also not, it's not just finding the ruby rough and knowing the miners, and I'm buying directly from these mines.
Yeah.
It's actually being able to, that they have the material and they're to work, you know, work a deal and buy bulk. So yeah, this is just crazy. Anybody that's got to add it.
They're scooting us on, and the only reason, Jay, is because with everyone in the ordering process, it's going to sell out. I knew that was going to happen. Congratulations to you. What a treat. Now, speaking of wonderful treats, if you love tanzanite, we have a special right now for our semi-clearance event.